Let's talk about another very important component of data. Does not look like, right? Because it is not visible to anyone. But without the metadata, the data loses its relevance. And in this video, we are going to talk about what is the risk of losing or a breach happening on the metadata. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see a new content on privacy. And as I said, let's talk about the possible risk if there is an issue with the metadata. What is metadata? Metadata is data about data. Simple definition. You have a file, that's your data. The properties of the file are your metadata. The date, last access date, modification date, time, etc. are the metadata. And I've given you a very simple example. Metadata does include larger ones. For example, you take photographs and it captures location. Right? I will come to that in the next slide. The metadata does not include who sent it, when was it sent. It includes who sent it, when was it sent, what was the device used to send, from where has the file been sent, what is the size, format, but it does not include the real content. Some data types may not have all these 6 metadata, but most of them have it. Again, it is not the content, but it is the information about the content, and especially about emails, about the photos, about the files, calling applications, etc. So why is it a privacy concern? A metadata can be used to track a user behavior. From where does he keep sending me files? Right? Even if it's a Gmail account, then from where is he sending me Gmails? Reconstruct the movements or the habits of the user, correlate across different applications. These things are possible using this. So you can get the entire picture about the content. Where is it coming from and how is it going on? Right? It's often collected very silently. It is considered as if it's a part of the data, and it's often not even visible. So user does not know that the metadata has been collected. Uh, that's a vague term actually. We all know that if we have a data, it has a metadata, and the data is going, the metadata is going along with it. Right? The only difference is that no one marks it separately that I have taken the metadata also. Some examples: photographs, right? They have metadata like the location. And there was a time, I think around 4 or 5 years back, when the government of India had asked the company directors to be in the registered office, take a picture there with the location of their presence over there, right? So that they captured the metadata to record in their records that the directors do sit in the registered office. Email headers, they reveal the internal systems. You can in fact use the header to block emails or find out the root of the email. Government does video surveillance and all that, again, location tracking, etc. is done through it. Businesses use metadata for analytics, right? Consumer details, and they also use it, the marketing part of the business, for targeted ads. Again, consumer behavior. So let me target him, the ad that would be most likely to get me business. What about privacy regulations of metadata? Is metadata data? No. What is privacy definition? A piece of information that can help create identity of an individual. Can metadata help create identity of an individual? Yes. Right? So metadata, therefore, is important and related to personal data, and therefore it has to be covered under the privacy domain. GDPR classifies metadata as personal data. However, DPDP Act as of now does not talk separately about metadata. It says whatever you collect has to be for a purpose limitation, and collected only what is required, so data minimization. But it does not talk separately about metadata. What are the best practices in handling metadata? Strike the metadata before you are sharing the data externally. Do it. If you think you don't want metadata to go out, avoid it if there is a regulation that says metadata is important. Configure applications to collect limited information about the location or about the background from where the data is being captured. Now, these are good privacy practices. Why they are good privacy practices? You are collecting location, you are collecting background information without informing, without a consent. And what if the breach happens? Use tools that encrypt metadata also. So if there's a hard pressed thing that you have to collect this, then to avoid breach, you should use encryption tools to encrypt it. Educate your teams on email metadata leakage. Emails, metadata, the headers, etc. Educate your team that they can avoid the leakage of email data, and implement logging policies so that you avoid the data capture itself. Right? So that's about metadata and the associated risk. Small thing, small topic, but very critical. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.